What's your point of order, Senator? Yes, Senator.
Mr. Speaker, I just wanted to remind you that you had earlier given directions that in the course of Senator Mwaura's contribution, you'll guide us on at what time Senator Linturi presents his amendment.
Yeah, I'll still guide. I've not forgotten. I just want people to have a feel of what the Sakaja amendment was. Then I will be allowing at an appropriate time the amendment by Senator Linturi. Senator Kabaka.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity also to support Senator Sakaja's amended statement. Mr. Speaker, sir, having said that, you are going to rule maybe after I speak or maybe relative thereafter to Linturi's amendment, which I've seen, and I won't debate until it is formally introduced. I wish to say that I thank Senator Sakaja, and I pray to God that he protects him as a young man for trying to bring sanity to this country since independence. I don't want to repeat what has been said here, but it's very sad that senators who are entitled to their views and opinion want to mislead the country, that there are certain part of this country which is not needed. We want the government of Kenya this afternoon to come out very clear and loudly to the international communities and tell us which part of Kenya is not needed in Kenya, so that those people can exercise their international law, what we call self-determination. I can see Senator Wako very keen on matters of international law, which is an expert therein. Any Kenyan who is oppressed, or any group of Kenyans or tribes who are oppressed, they have the right to secede. This is not trespassers. These are not the old dark days when anybody who would bring a view to that extent of trying to move like Pwani or Kenya would be threatened with arrest. Those days are gone. I mean, senators, I know we have the role, a global or corporate role of visiting our regions. It is the high time that this Senate have a kind of a program where they would visit those bushy, the so-called bushy, sandy, non-productive areas to see the reality on the ground. People have suffered for many years. Mothers, pregnant mothers, and children walking distance to get their daily endowment. I really thank all the senators in this house, especially the lady senators, for having worked so hard, for having gone to school to the level of the leadership they have here. And yet you are competing with a child from Kiambu or Nyeri or those parts which are well endowed with the natural resources. What am I saying? I'm saying I wish it were possible, and this is a question I'm going to put before I rest. I wish it were possible to exchange the population of Kiambu, for example, which gets a lot of money, with the population of Mandera, so that the people, citizens of Kiambu, goes and live for 1 day, not 2 days, in Mandela, where there is no water, there are no infrastructure. In fact, it's a big shame. Some of these counties are overdeveloped. How many times are they going to do roads after roads? Why can't they be Kenyan, patriotic, and bequeath those funds to areas which have no resources of water, infrastructure, and so forth? It is very sad.
What's your point of order, Senator Wamatangi?
No wonder.
Mr. Speaker, I seek your guidance. Is the senator for Machakos, Senator Kabaka, a renowned lawyer, and a very knowledgeable man. And I remember Senator Kabaka the other day, Mr. Speaker, telling this House
Senator Mwaura, please observe.
how qualified he is, Mr. Speaker. I remember Senator Kabaka stopped short, and he said it on the floor of this House, that he could even go and bring his certificates for people in this House to know that he's just not a nobody. He has got a PhD and other qualifications. But, Mr. Speaker, is he in order to make the kind of remarks he's made, Mr. Speaker?
What's out of order? Yes, sir. No, it's on a point of order.
I'm on a point of order. Mr. Speaker, Senator Kabaka refers to the people of Kiambu 1 as overdeveloped, as overendowed. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker,
no, he's on a point of order.
On a point of order. And Mr. Speaker, I think it's a high time senators also learn not only to be patient but to be courteous. I'm on a point of order. At any one time, any senator can raise the matter. I'm the senator for Kiambu, elected by the people of Kiambu. I know the realities of the people of Kiambu. And so, Mr. Speaker, I have a right to correct any senator who puts facts wrong, Mr. Speaker.
Order, Senator Wamatangi.
The people of Kiambu are equally
Senator Wamatangi.
Needy like any other.
I want to order, Senator Wamatangi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
I want to repeat. When you come here, tell me what is out of order. You will get an opportunity to put your case. Your opinion. Everybody has an opinion. Let us respect. You may differ with the opinion, but I will give you an opportunity to disagree on the floor of the House from where you are. So when you come on a point of order, tell me what's out of order. So let's proceed. Okay. Are you through? Okay. What's the point of order, Senator?
Mr. Speaker, I just sat down to give you time, Mr. Speaker, because you ordered me.
So what's your point of order?
No, my point of order was very simple, Mr. Speaker, that the senator from Machakos is misleading the House, that he is giving information that he is not privy to, that he does not know about, Mr. Speaker, that he is just making insinuations and innuendos to hype emotions, Mr. Speaker, but not on facts. He must be factual, and when he says that people are overendowed, the least he would do is to prove that they are, Mr. Speaker.
Order, Senator. Senator Wamatangi. Yes, Senator Murkomen, what's your point of order? Oh, okay, let me give Senator Murkomen, then I come to you.
Mr. Speaker, I don't know if I'm in order to request you from your chair, Mr. Speaker, to regulate the debate in the House from turning to be a tribal conversation. Mr. Speaker, the rest of the country is watching. We are beginning to talk about our tribes, where our tribes live, what our tribe is getting. And Mr. Speaker, we are contributing to the polarization of the nation. Am I in order, Mr. Speaker, to request you from your chair to give firm and clear directions and stop a senator who may want to direct us to this conversation about Giriamas, Somalis, Kalenjins, Luos, Kikuyus, and all those. And Mr. Speaker, just speak about what is devolution and what it means for our counties, so that then we carry everybody along as a country and we become the sober House we have always argued that we want to be.
Senator Ledama.
Mr. Speaker, mine is to try and assist the House in moving forward. And I rise on point of order number 93, which is on the procedure of a point of order. Mr. Speaker, sir, I'd like to beseech you that whenever any senator rises, for him to note the point of order that he's standing on, as stipulated by Standing Order 93, which, if you allow me, I'll read. Any senator may raise a point of order at any time during the speech of another senator, stating that the senator raises a point of order and that the senator shall be required to indicate the standing order upon which the point of order is based. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, once we follow that, we'll be able to stop all these shenanigans of interruptions, of gagging people from saying what they want to say. And I think we can be able to conclude the debate today. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, and that's what I've said. Senator Kabaka, finish.
Thank you. Let me finish. I didn't get, Honorable Speaker, where I was out of order. Other than that, I have a lot of papers, academic papers. I have seen no correlation coefficient to that extent. Mr. Speaker, I want to state my opinion, and it's a fact that Kiambu, anytime, whatever variation or permutations of the formulas which I've seen, all the time it is gaining. And a lot of money. And that's why I'm saying, in my own opinion, I don't have to move the senator for Kiambu, with the due respect, but in my opinion, that county is overdeveloped. It doesn't need all this money, which, they want Kenyans to believe. Mr. Speaker, the issue of equalization fund pursuant to Article 204, which everyone keeps on saying, oh, the losing counties will be given, they will be cushioned by that. Everyone knows that. There is no law which has operationalized this, provision on equalization. This, today it's about, we know the lifespan of the equalization fund is 20 years. But today, since the inception of devolution in 2010, it is 11 years. The government has done nothing.
What's your point of order, Senator Dulo?
Mr. Speaker, have you noticed the Senator Cherargei?
You're off mic. Okay.
Yeah, Senator Cherargei is just walking to the other side and walking back. Is he in order? Can he go back?
He's actually out of order. I didn't see that. If you did that, can you go back and do what you're supposed to do? It is so ordered.
Mr. Speaker, to summarize, I would say that it is not only Kiambu which we are talking per se. I'm saying all those counties which are gaining. And there are many. The 28 at the expense of 18. It's the high time we need to revisit our morals. And we push together this nation. There's no way we can say we have devolution when some of our counties are losing. So let us work out these amendments of Ninturi to see whether actually it is reasonable to the circumstances of other counties, so that we don't mind some counties, losing a little and sharing with other brothers, so that we move. Remember, it is not the intention of the executive in this republic for devolution. The executive all the time want to kill the devolution, for whatever reason. Remember, we are only fighting for 15% of the 3 trillion. Nobody comes here and questions the 85%. What is the criteria of sharing development funds for the 85% in this country? We don't know. This one is left at the discretion of the executive. And that's why the issue of the presidency in this country attracts a lot of attention. But if we can have variables equivalent on development, equivalent to the ones we have here for the devolved formula, then it will be very easy to demystify the presidency. I support Sakanja's amendment. Thank you.